leaders are working to see.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody will say, no, guys, she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
Serious issues moving in our front. And if we cannot be united and speak truth to ourselves, how do you want to win Tinubu? Omo, I give the mic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ima. Thank you. You know, and you know that there's going to be a lot of pushback, so please do well to stick around. My co-host.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Good morning to the wonderful people on this beautiful space. Olorogun, my brother, I hail you. Alien, I hail you. Malam, I hail you. To the OB or Nothing crew, thank you. We in the building. See, Ima will just come and cry. Sometimes I'm tired of even listening to Ima cry. I won't lie to you. I don't care. We want to have a direct primaries. Let's just have we know they do primaries with una. See, politics, everybody go play their politics. So politics don't be do or die. Maybe now you people they say Atiku is allowed to run. Obi too as well is allowed not to do primaries too as well now. He won't collect tickets. I don't understand this thing. You want Atiku to have free will to run, but you don't want Obi to have free will not to enter your primaries. I don't understand. It's just criminal. You see all these people in that ADC, the mistake they made is that Atiku made that thing very obvious. Everybody inside that ADC, one way or the other, they are connected to Atiku, including Ima. Ima's Oga is Tambua. Tambua is the one that stepped down for Atiku in the last primaries. They know the game that they are playing. This Ima here. Here. Oh, he has dropped. You see, when they come and they lie and you tell them the truth, they run away. So, Ima is Tambua's boy. Tambua was the one that stepped down for Atiku in the last PDP primary. So, they know what their plan is. They want Obi to come. Tambua will come and step down again for Atiku. He no go work this time, I beg. We know any primaries where Atiku did, we know they do. But I've been hearing some stories, I will not lie to you, from behind the scenes and everything. I'm hearing that Atiku is willing to support a southern candidate. That Atiku has agreed that he's not running. That it's like the pressure is getting to him. He's feeling the pressure already. So I've heard that Atiku is declaring that he's not running in the next election and he will support a southern candidate.
My co-host don't say gas, but
No, I swear to
please
God,
allow
you go
him.
come out now. You go remember say I
Allow
tell you
my
this thing.
co-host to say his gas. Ima is a guest speaker on this space.
Olorogun, you go remember say I tell you this thing today. And us we they know what they happen behind the scene more than them Ima and all these people now. Atiku don't agree, say he know they run. He will support a southern candidate. The pressure is getting to him. He knows that he doesn't want to mess up his chances. You understand? So if he offers that to Obi and say, Obi, yeah, come in, let Southerners slug it out. I swear I don't mind. I'll do that primaries inside the ADC. Leave it for the Southerners. We will slug it out. We will know what we'll do. We will know how we will go about things and everything. But anything that will make us go to a primaries with article is that no. You can't scam us. It's not possible. And again, people that are saying Obi should be vice, Did you see the way they celebrated Obi yesterday? That man is the president. You cannot expect somebody of that capacity to come and do vice. It's not possible now, but you see, I know they fear when they talk, say make he can't do vice. I know they fear. Person who don't travel the whole length of Nigeria, videos upon videos upon videos. When we say autumn, they talk, say, I will do my best to make sure that Obi wins this election, even if I have to sacrifice my Senate seat. If I say you don't know, the problem is that you people look less, you look down on Obi, and that is why you people keep on failing to actually negotiate with him. You look down on him, you think he's just meant to come and roll over whatever you tell him to do. No, he's a big man. He has his own movement. He has a lot of things going for him. And now we are seeing PDP is even begging him to come and collect tickets. Maybe I was saying it before to Olorogun that PDP will give this man tickets. May not no fear it. May this they do like Mumu. May LP be like stupid. PDP did there. I tell you, I swear to God, we can work against Tinubu. Wike's contract with Tinubu ends in 2026 or 2027. Their contract was for the last election. They will write another new contract again in this next election. If the contract no fit Wike, he go do Obi. That's the way politics is. See, nobody is your enemy. Oh. And also, I think Obedience should support El Rufai in the north now. You know, as Buhari died, the CPC caucus has scattered. It has scattered. So everybody is grabbing what they can grab. El Rufai is grabbing, Atiku is grabbing, Kwankwaso is grabbing, Shetima is grabbing. Because the north is free for all now. So everybody is trying to grab that CPC base and, carry that as much people as they can carry. So I would advise the Obedient, if Atiku, if, sorry, Atikuke. If El Rufai people are willing to work with Obedience, I'm telling you that union is going to be a very powerful union. You know, Obedience can push El Rufai in the north and try to let him get the base that is needed to complete an Obi presidency. And Obi and El Rufai run a beautiful ticket. El Rufai does not need to win the whole of the. You see that Northwest, make it just hold that Northwest tight. Obi go hold North Central, no worry. Obi na strong man. He go hold Plateau, Jos, Nasarawa, all those places, Benue, go hold those places. May El Rufai help and hold Kaduna, hold some part of Kebbi, some part of Kano, Sokoto, all those places. And then you have Malami too as well. You should carry Malami. No, Malami no one president, no one vice. He just want to be governor of Kebbi State. Hold that one for body too as well. Malami go deliver Kebbi for you. You see, it's there. Tinubu can be beaten, but we just need the right ticket to put forward. And that right ticket has no article on it. Article is going to be a godfather in this next election if he wants to be recognized. And in 2031, everybody will work for Atiku. It's simple and short. There's no need for primaries. All these shouts, we imagine just the shouts. If we have passed that stage, we have passed that stage. We are not doing primaries with you. We know what we want. We know the direction we want. We want a better country. And the person that can bring a better country is Peter Obi. Simple. Simple. There's no drag. There's no primaries. All this headache is not needed. But Obedient, I don't tell you.
Oh my God. Ayo, I don't give you cause you don't say gas. Oh yeah, let's
I
move.
don't
Let's
finish
move.
that. I don't finish that. But my last statement is this: is that if GJ should come out, I will leave Obedient. I will support GJ. Oh, I don't talk because if I do, I'm not. I mean, I no verse for me. Oh, but if GJ come out, I go support GJ. But if GJ no day, Obi, I day with you, Gidigba. I know they go anywhere. No retreat, no surrender. So thank you very much. I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Jack, are you there? Please give me a thumbs up if you're there, Jack. Jack, are you there? All right, all right. The mic is yours. It's going to be a very rowdy space, but we'll control it. We'll control it. Jack, the mic is yours.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Olorogun, why are you it's going to be rowdy. What's going to be rowdy about this space? Anyways, it's all good. I've patiently listened to everybody. Both the ones where they pay my ear, they have truths and all, but I just keep quiet. Ima, my brother, don't laugh because say you don't drop too many lamba for here. Maybe say if I want to counter them, we are not going to leave this space, but I don't want to spend so much time discussing things that don't matter at this point. 2022 is past. I'm sure that anybody that genuinely loves PDP we'll look back and say, yeah, we did make a mistake in 2023. We miscalculated. Anybody that loves PDP, that wanted the growth of that party, would have seen where the party missed the point in 2023. It was the biggest miscalculation of the party, and that is why the party is going into oblivion. And is going to be finally buried by 2027, except maybe eventually Obi picks the ticket. Maybe we can revive the party for them. But the reality is, look, you see, my problem, I agree with, one of the speakers talked about the fact that zoning is unconstitutional. And I agree with him, 100%. Zoning is unconstitutional, right? But the same people that are saying zoning is unconstitutional were the same set of people that championed zoning in the last dispensation. They were the same persons that told us it was the turn of the North in 2015 and did everything within their powers to ensure that a northern candidate emerged or a northern president emerged. Some of them, even inside the PDP, did work against the party just to make sure, including party chairmen across board, all worked against the party. So I'm trying to understand where, in 2015, zoning was not unconstitutional, but in 2023 and 2027, automatically zoning becomes unconstitutional. You see, what I see is the subtle disrespect, which is my biggest anger. It is the underneath disrespect behind the actions that I'm angry about. More so as a Southerner first, then as an Igbo man. As an Igbo man, I feel so disrespected by those actions and those utterances when people make those silly comments, because I consider them very silly. Yeah? It was the turn of a certain people in a particular time, But one of the things people fail to understand is that there is no constitution that is perfect. Whereas I agree that, zoning is unconstitutional, but I also see the argument or the need for political stability. I also see the need for progress. I also see the need for fairness, especially in a multi-ethnic nation like Nigeria, in a heterogeneous society like ours. There's no one straightforward to get these things done. So you have to be sensitive. You have to calculate properly. So if Ima comes to make a case that, Ima lied, first of all, he lied that there has never been a president from, Northeast, which is a big lie. Tafawa Balewa is from Bauchi. Bauchi is part of Northeast. But that's by the way. It's not even the conversation now, right? The point I'm trying to make, or the point I want to make out from this zoning conversation, is that, Peter Obi, for example, introduced zoning in Anambra State. And I say this because I know that, if you understand Anambra politics very well, you will agree with me that if it's not because of Peter Obi's intentionality in making sure that somebody from Anambra North, succeeded his government, Anambra would have been chaotic by now. But you see that unwritten constitution, that unwritten agreement, everybody in Anambra respects it. In the last election cycle, or after 2016, when Osita Chidoka contested, in the next election cycle, some of us were asking him, "Oh, you are very brilliant. Why are you not contesting?" He said no. That he thinks that zoning should be respected in the state, and that is why he would not contest. It is the turn of the South. Let Southern Anambra give us leadership for the next 8 years, and then we can go to another part of the state. And that is why Anambra is politically stable. So you can see, even if you can argue against, the fact that some of the governors have not lived up to expectations, you can't argue about the political stability of the state. And this is why, principally, people like me, personally, refuse to support Olumide Akpata in Edo State. Because I also argued that Whereas I like Olu as a person, I won't support his candidacy because he goes against what I have been preaching for, which is equity, fairness, and justice. And you can go to my timeline and search about this. Now, but away from zoning, so let's assume zoning doesn't exist, right? Let's discuss numbers now. Let's discuss about governance. I have respect for Atiku as a person, right? I also agree that Atiku will be better than Tinubu. Very, quite frankly, very honestly, from the depth of my heart, I agree that he will be way better than what we currently have. But there's an analogy one of my favorite politicians normally use. He said, if you come to a pitch dark room, where it's fully dark, if you have a candle light, there's light, right? If you have a 20-watt bulb, there's light. If you have a 60-watt bulb, there's also light. If you have a floodlight, there's also light. It now depends on the level of illumination you're looking for as a person. That would determine the kind of bulb that you're going to go for, right? Or the kind of light you're going for. Now, APC has shown us that they clearly don't have capacity to run the affairs of this country. And let me be frank, there is no politician, I believe, that has the capacity to fix this country like overnight, or even I don't believe that any politician can fix Nigeria as currently constituted. However, what I believe is that it is Nigerians that will fix Nigeria. So what you need from a leader, an ideal leader at this point, is somebody that can inspire that ingenuity in Nigerians to be able to fix our country. It's not politicians. I don't believe that Obi has the skill set to fix all of our problems. However, Obi is that kind of inspirational leader you get once in a millennium. In 100 years, you're not going to have a leader that will be able to inspire the kind of action an Obi presidency will inspire. And that is what Nigeria needs to actually move from where we are at this point to the place that we actually, the only kind of country that we deserve. Because let's be honest, and I hear arguments of people saying, oh, these people don't understand politics. I agree with you. Most Obedience, we don't understand politics, and we don't want to understand politics. It is intentional. It is that understanding of politics where they have conditioned your mind that a certain things has to be done a certain way for you to get a certain result. That is why Nigeria is where it is. You need to think out of the box. You need to do things that are unthinkable for Nigeria to move forward. So that's your understanding of politics is why Nigeria is where it is. Because your brain has been conditioned to believe that the only way a sitting president can be removed is by gang up of political elites. And that is why we are in the mess. That is why people went to Daura and brought a man that has never built anything in his life, a man that has never managed resources at a scale before, a man that knows nothing about governance, and installed him because it was a gang up of political elites, and they wanted to anything but good luck, anything just to remove good luck out of office. So I will not be part of such kind of arrangement again. And that is why some of us are saying that whereas we don't have a problem with coalition coming together, people coming together, if it's not an inspirational leader that can cause the change, that can cause the action, the citizens-led action that will be able to change Nigeria, then it is not worth our efforts. That is what we are saying, and we stand on it. We don't owe anybody any apology. And I'm not saying this for, as a random person on the street. I'm saying this as a major stakeholder in the Obidient movement that you can't do without. And I'm not, with all due respect to anybody in the Obidient movement structure, you can't discuss Obidient movement without Jack. I'm sorry, it is the truth. It is the truth. Both online, both offline. So I'm not saying what I think. I'm telling you what the 85% of Obidient will do. We will not support a candidate that is not Peter Obi in 2027. And there is no amount of blackmailing, no amount of preaching that anybody can change it. What I'm telling you, write it anywhere. And I can assure you, I can guarantee that P2B will be on the ballot. So it is left for the coalition to decide if they want to lift Nigeria from where it is. Then get and build around Peter. You will unleash the energy that will chase APC out even before they say Jack Robinson. Everybody, they know that they will lose the election. Already, we all know that as of today, Tinubu has lost significant support in the north. Very significant, massive support. He has lost it in the north, right? But don't also think or don't also believe that there's any politician in the north right now that will be able to garner that support single-handedly. North will be divided. And so let nobody kid you. Oh, give Atiku ticket, the whole north will support him. Even if the whole north support him, it doesn't guarantee a win. Let me tell you, in the last election cycle, in short, I was having this conversation with one politician day before yesterday, and he was telling me that he agreed that Obi won the last election, but his argument was that we didn't get the spread, the 24% in 25% in 25 states, in 24 states in Nigeria. And I said, yes, I agree with you as well. Did we win the election? Did we get the highest number of votes? 100%. Everybody knows. Even people in APC control room, they know Obi pulled more than 10 million votes. They are aware, right? However, I agree that we didn't get, maybe Obi got that 25% in about 20, 21 states. I'm not sure about this number, but I know that it wasn't up to 24, right? So if anybody tells you that, they will win the whole north, number one, it is not even true. But let's even assume it happens. It doesn't guarantee you the spread across the country. So where are you going to get the remaining spread for you to win the election? So let nobody kid anybody with, the whole north will support one candidate, this, that. All those things are balderdash. And let me tell you people, some of you don't understand. The reason why Obedience are arrogant, and the reason why we know what we want for ourselves, and we know what we want for our country. This is not selfish, right? I have made public commitment, and I want the same PDP guys to make public commitment that you will not take appointments in the next this thing from anybody, not political.
Some people don't even make that commitment to.
Sorry. What did you say?
Some PDP boys don't go make, some ADC boys don't go make that commitment.
So because they make it look like what they are coming to tell the public is that, the reason why they are doing it is because they want donation.
So Ayo,
hold on, Ima, please,
you will not make any appointment.
Ima, I didn't interrupt you, and it was intentional. Exactly, it was intentional.
Co-host, hold on. I will balance this co-host. I will balance it. Let me find a way
I don't do anything now.
To bring up someone with a very, very interesting view. Aside my first co-host, I need Malamogrin on this space so that we'll balance this thing.
Olorogun, you people are continuing. People don't want me to finish what I'm saying.
No, I've been on the queue here politely, please. I can see some people have been waiting.
I want to
speak
speak with
please.
Mr. Jack.
Olorogun, I'm only appealing. I don't mean to interrupt, please. You asked us to send the request to resend. I've sent like 10 times.
Olorogun,
please.
No.
Thank you, brother.
Olorogun, please, can I be allowed to wrap up my conversation and then
Go on, Jack.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you. So, this new wave, they tell you, the reason why Obedience are doing it is because they don't want to be left out of power. They want to be this, they want to be that. Is because of appointment, they are looking for donations, blah, blah, blah. All those balderdash, I want all of us to publicly commit to not taking any appointment. One, because me personally, even if I was offered anything, I'm going to reject it. And I've made it public. Privately, everybody that knows me knows I'm not interested in being noticed or anything. The level of work I put in behind the scene, I can bet my life that no PDP person will be able to do what I do for Obi behind the scene. And I'm not exaggerating. The activities you saw yesterday across all Nigeria, I pulled it. And I'm not saying it, I said it. Me, Jack, I said it. I did it. So when you guys, my anger with you people is you don't raise a finger for your so-called favorite candidate. You don't raise a finger. You don't do anything. So what are you telling me to convince me that you're going to put in the work that will make Atiku to win the election? You just want to inherit a support base by blackmailing them. It doesn't work like that. We have worked hard enough to know what we want in life, and we know what we want for Nigeria. And what is propelling us, what is pushing us is not to be recognized by anybody. But what is propelling the Obidient movement is the love for our country. We want something different. Do you guys not understand it? We want something different. We want a leader that can inspire people into unleashing the diaspora energy, unleashing the ingenuity of young people to be able to fix our problems. No politician has the capacity to fix Nigeria. Though, is that too much to ask for? I mean, if you look, Iman, I'm sorry, my brother, but at least you know, even in the pecking order in the coalition, you will not even sit in the rooms where I sit. With all due respect to you, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. I have sat down with most of the leaders in the coalition as well. One-on-one conversation. The major funders of the coalition, I have sat down with them and I had conversations. And it is clear as to what the Obidient movement wants. Is either they want to do it or Obi will not deputize Atiku. I just want to tell everybody so that you people are aware. So in case some of you are still not seeing the idea that maybe it will happen, it won't happen. It won't. Is either the coalition is giving Obi ticket or we in the Obidient movement are walking away. And we're walking away with Obi to whatever platform, I'm sure you guys know we have like 4 options or thereabout, if not more than. But I'm just being honest to you guys. So for those of you that are still somewhere thinking that it is possible for Peter Obi to jettison our collective ambitions as young people, our collective ambitions as Nigerians to come and say you want to do deputy for anybody, then you don't know what we have built. You don't know what we are doing. And I'm sorry to disappoint you. It will not happen. I yield the mic at this point. Thank you so much, everyone.
Then when we walk away, Tinubu will not.
Thank you. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. I want to move to new speakers. So we'll do a roll call. Now so that we'll get some,
Give my the codes
speakers.
now.
I can't see him on the space now. I
It's
won't even bring
requesting
him
mic.
up since. I can't even see his request. Shay, they see the problem. I can't see his request. But hold on. This is how we are going to do it. Aku,
I've brought him up.
you go. Okay, Aku, you go first. After Ima responds to Jack, please, Aku, you go. Then we'll have Alien. Then we'll have Guru. Then we'll have hold on. We'll have Ogene Fejiro. So that's how we are going to do it. Okay, so please let's just keep it at that. Once Ima is done with his submission, then we'll go to Aku. Please, thank you.
Thank you. Ordinarily I didn't even want to speak, but it's because of the insult that Jack said. It's telling me that in the pecking orders, I can't sit where Jack, with all due respect, I know they make noise. You know if you come anywhere close to me, no be noise. I don't need to come on Twitter space to shout. I believe that some of the exclusive news about this coalition, most of them comes from my handle. I don't need to come on Twitter space here and shout with you. That's an insult on my person. I just need to, even though you're my friend, but I will not insult you in that manner. And that's an insult. And I need to clear the air on that. Secondly, I think, you see, when I said with all due respect, I believe that I have canvassed that young people should take charge of the system. But I think sometimes we get, ahead of ourselves. We believe that we matter so much in the scheme of things. And I've heard so much I here. And so much I. You can't win Jack, I challenge you. It's not noise. You can't win your polling unit for your Labour Party candidate. It's not noise. You cannot. You cannot win it for your Labour Party. This governorship election that you have been shouting here, let's use it as a litmus test. You cannot win it for him. I don't. I think anybody that have listened to me here will notice that I have not insulted any candidate. I haven't insulted anybody. I have only made cases. In fact, I even said here.
Did you win your polling unit for article?
Ayo, please. I'm not joking. I'm serious, I beg. I believe that I've even
I'm
said
not
here.
joking too. I'm just
Oh,
asking
Ayo, allow
questions.
me.
I'm
See,
not joking.
please, can you drop Ayo, I beg? This is not Ayo's space, please, I beg. It's not the reason why I came to your space. This is not Ayo's space. No, I no go come. I have said here that I would support any candidate. You have been making so much noise, like I don't. Is that the leaders are united, irrespective of whatever anybody has come here to say. They are united, and even if it's not Atiku today, if Jonathan comes out today, we'll carry it on our head. I will not be forced. Like I said, I'm really holding myself back because I would have wanted to really respond in the manner that I would normally respond to. But I will leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, let me just say
Thank you so
something.
much. But
I always
so I don't. Please leave down.
Host, I
Please
beg, I
leave
beg, I
down.
beg,
This
I
one,
beg.
I
No
just
allow
want to
me.
respond in
Make I
10
talk.
seconds. 10 seconds. Ima,
No
nobody's
person,
begging you to come to Ayo space. Nobody's begging you to come to Ayo space. So,
my space. This is Olorogun space.
is Olorogun
No,
space. Ayo, and your mic is bad. Mute your mic. I just want to just say that, Jack, your last comment was pretty juvenile. Your submission was very juvenile, very childish and immature. I don't think if you have claimed that you have sat down with people and you have sat down with leaders, you should not be out here hitting up the polity. You should not be saying things like that. And this self-aggrandizement you are giving yourself. Oh, I was responsible for what happened yesterday. Jack, that's why I say it was very immature and juvenile. Very, very immature and juvenile. This grandstanding you are doing, if Obi did not want to get himself along with the coalition, he shouldn't have joined. If he's going to join, you should have told them from beginning that people, is either I get the ticket or I don't get the ticket. You have joined the coalition. You will subject yourself formally to whatever rules and regulations have been put down by the coalition.
but why
That is
Ben?
what
He's
you
still
do.
in LP. He has not joined the coalition. He has not resigned from his party. I don't know why you guys are
That's what I'm
making
saying.
this
That it's
look.
people. Wait. It's people that are talking about coalition. I'm not saying that if you
No,
join
no,
the
no, no.
coalition
Why Ben?
officially,
You're
wait,
being
now
unfair.
let me
You're
finish.
being
Let me
unfair.
finish.
Obi has
I
not
let me finish.
resigned
Let me
from
finish.
Labour
Let me
Party. He's
finish.
still in Labour
Let
Party.
me finish. Ayo, let me finish. If Obi is going to resign for Labour Party and he just join the coalition, all this unnecessary grandstanding by Obidient will be on nothing. It will end. It must end. You should go and join the coalition and work for your ticket. We can permit it now because Obi has not officially joined. But when officially joins ADC, all these nonsense people are doing on timeline, it has to end. You should grow up. Grow up. Go and fight the party. You should be doing it in ADC secretariat. Stop crying online like babies. At the end of the day, you will not win the ticket. This is how you win tickets.
Yeah,
So
my
stop it.
man. You sound like
I'm
someone
just
that's
being
collected
sincere.
money. You
And
sound like
you have
somebody.
I've collected
You
money. I've
sound like
collected money.
someone
I've
that's
collected money.
collected money.
I've
It's
collected
clear.
money. I've collected money.
Why Ben?
a part of the conflicts. These things are they are sick. There are things that are supposed to be made secret, but I have to come out publicly and support Whitebeard for the first time. And they follow and they chop conflicts now. This thing's no easy. The ADC's logo na corn. So no tell me say na agbado, I go vex for you. Thank you. But you see, this is the problem I have with Jack or many obedience. This is my problem. If this man runs alone, he will lose because Atiku will run, PDP as a party will also produce their own candidates. And you have issue, you are seeing things like Abure going to go and visit Wike, having meetings with Wike, who is a known supporter of the current president. We need this coalition. We need it. And we must not impose ourselves on people. They also have their own candidates, and we have ours as well. It is only sane, or it is only fair, that whoever emerges as the candidate of that coalition, we support. Because our principal is saying, look, he's a part of the coalition and he has attended all the meetings. So this will be or nothing thing. The thing don't they get as they be me for ear. But I go listen, what I go do. I won't fight to now.
Oh, people
After
go
all,
express themselves. People go express
Sorry,
themselves.
oh, two of you have spoken. Me, I'm the representative. Let me speak. Let me speak for
so
obedience too as well. You both of hosts you have spoken. Co-hosts you have spoken. Let me speak. Olorogun, your mic is bad. Your mic is bad. Olorogun, please, thank you very much. I listened to
Are
both
you
of
sure it's not
you.
your mic that is
No,
bad?
I listened to both of you talk now, and nobody said anything. Number one, why bed? You cannot say that Obi will subject himself to a situation whereby it is a gang, it is planned. Look, it's time for
Then he
power.
shouldn't have
Hold
joined. If
on,
he knows
white
it's a
bed.
gang,
Hold
why did
on,
he
white bed.
join?
Hold on, white bed.
Why did he
Then
join?
let me talk now. Let me talk.
You are
Abba, why are you
insulting Obi when
triggered?
you say he's
How
joining
much
a
did they
gang
give you that
against
you're
him.
triggered? Let me
It's like you're
talk.
telling him he's not
Let
smart
me talk.
enough to be able
Why
to
be I
judge
saw
people's
this one
character.
is the your law, Magbo. Oh, I kept quiet for you. I kept quiet for you. White bed. Number one, power must remain in the South. There is no coalition that does not respect zoning. If you don't respect zoning, number one, there's no coalition if you cannot respect zoning. Don't you get it? And number two, Obi is still in Labour Party. He has not resigned. It's only Atiku, Dubai Prince, that has resigned from PDP, and he has carried Ima and his crew with cargo inside ADC. Look, we are not the same with you. You people were not the same. Obi is different. He's still in Labour Party. He still campaigned in Anambra State for his candidates. So if you cannot respect zoning, number two, you are misinforming people saying that Obi is in ADC. Meanwhile, you just said, let's look, we are there, no problem. But I'm still in Labour Party. So I don't know how this thing is difficult. Obi is not subjecting himself to shit, to nothing. Go and do your coalition by yourself. You will not gaslight us and push us. And all this obedience that are forming, I love Obi, but let's do coalition for Obi to come and do vice. No worry, we they pinpoint all of now one by one, one by one. We will remember all of now one by one. Just continue. But like I said, Obi or nothing, say we dey here. Obi or nothing, you die.
now your fans, now
Obi or
even
nothing
speakers,
until good luck comes. Obi or nothing until good luck comes.
right there. Now
Obi
your
or
fans,
nothing
now
till
even
good luck comes. Ayo, you have no
they give,
integrity to say about Obi or nothing. Mute your mic when people are talking.
they give my co-host thumbs up. They give me thumbs down. It's all right, no problem.
Olorogun,
Now this
Olorogun, or mute the mic. Sorry, just to 10 seconds. Olorogun, mute your mic, please. This is it. 10 seconds. People need to get this thing serious. If Obi wants to run with the
Nah, I
coalition,
beg, I beg.
he should go and run with the coalition, and he should get serious with
Oga,
it.
we dey here
Finish.
since. When I know they do this thing, when I dey do, I beg.
I
If
could
people want
speak.
talk,
I
when I
could
just dey here,
speak and
just
stop disturbing
they
us.
make
Speak.
noise
Speak.
on top of people head. I beg. Now, you
I
see,
was supposed to respond to
host,
Imao because you guys
host,
always
host,
allow me
host,
to.
host,
You
host,
guys always allow me
host,
to respond to
host.
that
Jack,
particular.
Jack,
time is
Jack,
up.
hold on,
Jack,
host,
go after Jack, you go after Aku,
host,
please.
host, host. I will beg you with everything I've got. You see these two comment that you put here, and you think that they are here to serve your interest. They're not here to serve your interest. Because my ear, I just a verse when I dey hear some kind things here. These guys are not here to serve your interest.
me, I'm not here to serve your own interest.
Okay, I agree.
I'm
I
not here to
agree.
serve
I
your own
agree.
interest. I have my own agenda. I mean, you know they here. This space is not for anybody, and it is for everybody. Yes, we have two co-hosts as it should be, so that you guys will even have space on the mic. We have over 11 requests. People want to speak, so please just have your say, and we'll move to the next speaker. No tell me what I go do for my space. I use God beg you. Thank you.
No, well, I'm not gonna tell you what you go do for your space, but at least thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak. Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
So I go talk my mind. I go go.
Mind as you want. Me,
Oh, make I speak now. This is your mic too. They get problem. Go buy new phone. I beg. Now, here's the thing. For me, personally, Emma, there's something I said to you during the campaign. The last time, and I remember vividly I said that. And today, it seems like somebody is using that thing to throw jab on you. I said to you that time, I said, this thing be like market. At that point in time, maybe my stand has changed. This thing has be like market where we say customers plenty yafu yafu. Now for you to enter market, go find your customers. I remember I said this thing to you that time. Because at that point in time, what we're hearing was 10 million votes, 12 million votes in the pocket, in the whatever you people used to say that time. Like Atiku has already how many million votes that time. And I was warning, I was telling you people, this is not like the previous elections where you sit down and expect people. You've seen people actually spending their hard-earned money, convincing other people to actually come out for their candidate. You sit down, they wait, make those people come carry their structure, whatever it is, come give you on a platter of good. I remember I said all these things. Today it's happening, right? And which is very sad, honestly. Now, um, Jack, yes, we recognize your effort in whatever you're doing. But that you know vividly that me too, I'm an obedient. And as obedient who I be, I have my say. My mouth still remains where I put it. Nobody makes decision on my behalf. Let me make it very, very clear to you. Nobody makes any decision on my behalf because I get my own head and I go use them. And now this is where my own submission comes in. There's an issue on ground here. And I want to understand whether you people are ready to take us out of this mess we find ourselves. Or maybe somehow, one way or the other, indirectly or directly, paid or not, you're actually doing these things to support the APC. And I have sat down and I've looked at this thing critically. We need to tell ourselves the truth. We saw how the election went, and we all agreed that part of the problem we had in that election, whether you even want to accept, yes, maybe your candidate won, my candidate won, no problem. But part of the problems one of the problems we had in that particular election was that we went on a three-horse race. You could imagine what it would have been if we all came together under one umbrella and contested under APC. I think by now nobody should be talking about APC as it stands. Edo State. At first, people were saying um, Labour Party candidate, what's his name again, in Edo State. And others were saying the PDP candidate in Edo State. And I sat down again. I remember that I watched this thing happening very closely. And I warned, I said, this thing that you people are doing, if it is not my candidate, so be it. If it is not your candidate, it will cost every single one of us. What happened in Edo State today? You shared your votes, and the rest, na story. Now we are talking about 2027 again. You people you started doing the same thing that you've been doing over time, that people have been warning you. You people have been doing it, telling me Obi or nothing. I supported Obi in the last election. You know that. Go to my timeline, you see it yourself, and till tomorrow, nobody will stop me from doing it. But I've come to ask myself, hey, there are certain things that have been happening over time, just after the election, that have made me to relax a bit and say, okay, maybe we have to do something differently this time around. Maybe I should stop doing this politics of emotions or politics of likes and retweets. It's not helping anybody. I have to sit back and ask myself certain questions. Will Obi be able to do this thing alone? Will he be able to do this thing alone or by himself to become the president tomorrow? You know the answer. And don't tell me in a free and fair election, because there's nothing as free as fair election. These guys are not playing fair. Now, what is the strategies Tell me the strategies that you people are putting on ground when you keep screaming Obi or nothing. Because now I'm beginning to feel like some of you are working for DAPC. You people screaming this Obi or nothing. You people are working for APC. And I'm seeing it very, very clearly right now. You need everybody on your base, whether you want to accept it or not. You need people on your base. Making unnecessary enemies will not take you anywhere. I heard you. You were saying, oh, without you, this or that. I might not be anybody, but my little voice, I dey use am small, small. That's why I say, you know, if you talk on my behalf. That one no mean say, I don't recognize your effort. But there are certain times when you sit down in a public space like this, you have to actually sit. I commend you. There's something that you did here. Even though we know the cross line. Iman said he has a respect for certain group of people. The reason why he doesn't want to respond to you the way he wants to. That's maturity there. But I would not say that. I don't want to throw jab on anybody. But certain things that you say, sometimes I just ask myself, what is even your plan? What is it, your plan this 2027? Are you planning to push unnecessary issues that will create enmity for us, or you're actually pushing for us to find a way to come together under one umbrella and get this thing done? We have seen these things happen over time. We are currently looking at a federal government that has used, or probably have used the judiciary over time in doing their abracadabra. You know there is no way from that angle. You know that these guys are not going to give you that on a platter of good using the judiciary. Let's accept that fact. You know that Bola Tinubu is actually trying to get all these governors, mostly from the south, to do their bidding. Right? You know that. And if that should be the case, that he is using these governors to do their bidding, and we are currently seeing examples, this thing turning right in front of us. For example, the Benue State, who actually threatened our candidate. And what happened? We came online, we shouted, and that was it.
Ako, I have a question for you,
Right?
actually.
Let me finish. Obi or nothing. The Edo State governor has actually threatened our candidate. We came online, we shouted, and that was it. That is this is something that I want you to, as in some of us,
No, I'm sorry.
think.
I'm sorry, Aku. If you don't know, just don't say what you don't know. People
Thank you very much.
have reached out to the
Let me
governor. Don't say we came online and shouted. If you don't know what people did, say you don't know. This is, I mean,
okay, thank you.
If you don't know what people have.
I agree.
Please, Malam Bati side, please.
He
Allow
allows
him
small
to.
violence now. Allow them speak. Allow small
I know,
violence.
but make it just allow a round up. May allow a round up.
And please just allow me
Like
to
I
ask
said,
him a question when he rounds up.
like
It's a double mute.
like I said, we came online, we shouted, and that was it. Because from my own end, I haven't seen any serious action that was taken. The reason why I'm saying these things is just for you to understand that this journey is not a journey for you and you by yourself. You need people who can be there to speak for you. Let me just play a scenario. If Obi run under LP, we know how these guys, let me just use Lagos State, for example. We know how they played around Lagos State. And you could literally see that 2027 is not going to be like 2023. That the way these guys will go about suppressing LP. Now, let me ask you, do you think that that kind of scenario would happen under ADC, under this kind of coalition, where you have the likes and mighty in that coalition, and you have one riffraff from Lagos State or Edo State or wherever it is, threatening people Do you think that person can be able to do that thing, make you not get that hit where you need? With the form chairman, with the form Superman, if you get here, make you hear. I am not here to speak to you so that you'll be happy. I am not doing it. I have sat down and I have asked myself that, look, I have to be honest. Obi cannot be able to do this thing alone. I need people, good or bad, who can be able to help him out. And that is my position. Anything other than that, for me, is either you're selfish or you're working for the APC. Like I said, I made my submission. I have never said if it is not to be, then problem. My candidate remains till tomorrow, Peter Obi. I have never put anybody under the bus because some of those people in that coalition, I am not happy with them. Maybe some of the things they have done. But at this point in time, where our judiciary is being bastardized left, right, and center, this time where we have, I saw a news where they were saying EFCC has about 18 governors, sitting governors, and you think it's just EFCC haven't it. If you don't know, let me tell you that those things are actually political moves. If you do not know that, look, if you don't do my bidding as APC, I go use EFCC pursue you. These things are happening, and instead of you to find a way to get those likes and mighty on your side, you're here pushing muscle where you no get. Again, if you get here, make you hear. I am not attacking anybody, but I want us to sit back and think about strategies. I want us to sit back and ask ourselves, 2027, with the way these guys are doing, empowering talks, empowering, some idiots to be coming around and threatening people anyhow. And I have sit down and looked at these things. I told myself, this is it's not something that Obi can be able to do alone. You need
Okay, I've been
people.
repeating this thing. It's enough now. We
Let
have
me
heard this now.
let me round up. Let me round up. Again, I know I've been repeating myself. If Obi does it under LP, we know how these guys have actually, the things they did against LP. Now, put it again. If it was under ADC, considering that everybody, all the oppositions are under ADC, before you go even think about to do anything on the against ADC, you go think twice. This is a food for thought. I'm not pushing anybody under the bus. I'm not pushing my people under the bus. But I want us to sit back
We
and
are round up,
please,
round up.
for
People need to
once,
speak. Other people need to speak. Thank you.
re-strategize. That is all. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Can I ask him a
Okay,
question?
okay, ask.
Okay, so my question, cool. Let's just imagine for a moment that you are the advisor to the ADC party, right? And then everyone is screaming Obi or nothing, and then this same Obi beats all indices, all indices, political and rational indices, and then you have some in quote political weights in the ADC weights that it's as if they don't know how to share their weights to support people, but only to get their own needs. So, if you are the advisor to the ADC party, what will you advise them?
Like I said, when I made my submission, unless your interest is selfish, unless at this point in time we're not thinking about actually how we can be able to, save this country the way it is. Until then, I'm not taking anybody like that seriously. But my submission is targeted at us, we the people. Because one thing APC knows how to do is, they know how to find opportunities in things like this, and they will push it. I've seen my friend Whitebeard now, telling you will be or nothing, and you're running with it, and you think, when he says will be or nothing, he actually has your
No.
interest.
I never said Obi or nothing. Don't lie against me. On this space, I never said Obi or nothing. I said Obi should subject himself to the primaries. At least, don't kill me. I'm alive. I said Obi should subject himself to the primaries. If he's going to join ADC as a coalition member,
And me, I said, Obi or
what
nothing.
you are doing? Exactly. You want to gaslight us? Please move the mic, I beg.
Ayo is the one saying Obi or not.
No, because
Okay.
it
Oh,
seems it's only when it comes to Peter Obi that Obi cannot do it alone. Obi cannot do it alone. Nobody
Ogene.
can
Please,
do it
can
Ogene.
other
alone.
people talk?
Everybody
I
should put
beg.
their weight behind
God
Obi.
bless you for that talk. When it comes to Peter Obi, they will say Obi cannot do
Ogene.
it
Let
alone.
me
Why
let
can't
me throw a
Atiku do it
question.
alone
An
when
honest
he was
question.
there?
Wait.
No,
Ogene.
don't worry. I have
Let
data
me
here.
ask
I
you
will
this.
give him data. Don't worry. All this their noise. I will have data here. Don't worry. We'll give
Ogene.
them data.
Ogene.
Please,
Tell
can we
me.
talk? It's
How do
only
you
Aku
plan
going.
on winning?
Oh, Aku, you are done. Sorry, but I want to ask a question. Do you people
Who is that
think
guy that
Obi
is
is
shouting? He wants to
dumb?
talk. He wants to talk.
You think Obi is dumb? Obi does not know that he needs support, or you think he does not know that he needs northern support? Do you think that man is dumb? But it's not all support you will collect. You will not collect support that will poison you. I don't understand all this thing where Aku they talk. Aku will be strong, obedient, don't turn to weakling because he lose one election. I beg, who is next though?
Alien is next. Alien.
Is it not me? Okay, Alien is my brother. Okay, I can listen to Alien. Alien, go ahead.
Alien, then Guru Chef.
Yeah, I know I'm after Guru, so yeah.
But I was supposed to speak anyway. The network threw me out, but no problem, guys. Ima is no
That's your
longer
time.
here. I would have
Okay.
wanted to
Please, let
speak.
me just speak. I'll be fast, please. I'll be very fast. So you see, this thing irritates me a lot, and it disgusts me a lot that people who were on this space with us shouting Obi won the last election are now canvassing for the same Obi to go and do vice president to Atiku. It, doesn't it irritate you as you say that kind of thing? You were part of the people shouting, all eyes on judiciary, all eyes on judiciary. You were jumping up and down. Obi won the election. Now you are now telling Obi next this thing to go and be doing vice president because Monday Opebolo was threatening Obi in Edo State, and you are now calling him weak, calling the Obidient movement weak because of one. Let me not insult that guy. I dey vex right now. That last submission really pissed me off because of one Monday Opebolo that INEC and some fake judiciary put as governor. Then you are now saying we don't have the power. We are flexing fake muscles. We are flexing this. We are flexing that. We should go and start buying down and be doing vice president. How does this sound to you? Why are we like this in this country? It is very, very clear who has organic support amongst these top two leading candidates. It is very clear. You don't need anybody to tell you that. How do you want to sell to people who were sweeping the ground yesterday, cutting grass yesterday, shaving people's hair yesterday for somebody's birthday, that same person that you people were doing all of this to should just go and be doing vice president, or should go to the background and be playing background this thing in 2027? How does that sound to you? We are pleading with the coalition. We want the coalition to work, but you have to put somebody who people are supporting, who has the organic vote, who has run outside the structure of PDP and has done very, very well. That is what we want. Any other thing you are bringing will not support the coalition. Somebody is saying he should subject himself to primaries. Primaries that we know that people can be paying $15,000 for. A primaries that in the last minute somebody will say, I want to step down for this person, and I think he's this thing. Then they will do Joro to Joro and bring us down. Are we not learning from what happened in 2023? Can't we not see where PDP is right now? We should go and repeat the same stupid thing, and then we get back to the same point. What are you people saying, for God's sake? Why don't we learn as people, as Nigerians? There is somebody who everybody is attacking, clearly attacking. 4 governors are attacking. One specific person that is attacking, the same person that came 3rd position, everybody is obsessed about. And we are still playing politics because of one person's ambition. And if we bring up the age, they'll say we're insulting the man. An 81-year-old leading Nigeria with the problems we have currently, with all the issues that we are having right now, and you are saying we should all come behind it and be support. We are pleading with Atiku. Nobody is blackmailing Atiku. It is your right to run, but we are pleading that for us to be able to get everything, to be united in this next election, please shelve this thing for us. You are running against the sentiments of zoning. You are running against a lot of things. We cannot afford to lose or divide our votes come 2027. You cannot run this way and think you will win. If Atiku runs, look at the amount of people that Ima has been giving rebuttals to. Olori Ogun, ask yourself, how many times have you done rebuttal? People are still telling you the same thing. You are still giving rebuttal. Is this what you'll be doing on this space? How many people would you want to give rebuttals to? We are calling on the coalition leaders. It is very, very simple. Do what is necessary. There is someone who is currently with the momentum and every single thing. There is somebody who has the same organic support that Buhari had when he ran his own coalition. Let us try and give this man supporting with all your this thing. If you want terms and conditions, put it down. Let us do this thing once and for all. If you force your way through, you do mago like you normally do in the primaries, and force yourself on this thing. I am telling you, this thing it means that all of us deserve Tinubu another second term. If you do a primaries that is mago, you put your people, you do all those your funny tricks, you play 1+1 = 3. We all deserve Tinubu, and we would get that Tinubu in 2027. Let us do what is right. Let us do what is right currently. The person with the momentum, the person with the ferociousness, the person with the velocity, give him and let us rest in this coalition. I yield the mic, I beg.
All right, thank
What's
you.
confusing me here is that you know what's confusing me here. Sorry, I'm confused. Is it that you don't want Obi to do primaries, or you just want them to just give ticket to Obi, and other people that have come to the coalition
Why
should just?
then?
I'm
We
asking. Wait, I
know
want to
that
ask Ima.
Atiku will
I am
fuck
asking
up
the
the
question. Let me finish.
primaries.
You want to far about there? You understand my question? Is it that you people don't want to do a primaries? You want Atiku and everybody to submit their structure to Obi, and Obi should just run, and every other person should go home and go and support Obi. And what is Obi going to give them in return? That's why I'm confused. Or you people will want them to do primaries, and everybody will go and show their strength there. And my point still remains the same. If Obi knows that this coalition no go work for Ram, he for don't come up body. You cannot join people halfway, and during halfway is when you're not saying, is it that me or nothing? It is juvenile. You shouldn't start in the first place. But it is what it is, Sha.
Nobody would even trust you with power moving
How can I
forward
trust
You
you
if
see,
you
power
are
when you
moving.
cannot even stick to
you
your
see,
terms?
you see what these two people are doing. APC and the new ADC star Olorogun. They are putting a go inside Obi's pocket. Obi has not resigned from Labour Party. He's still in Labour Party. Stop it. It will not work. It will not work, sir. Obi is not the bad person. Obi is not the bad person. He's still in Labour Party. He has not resigned. Ah,
Oh my God. Ayo, you must take this, Igbo. Whether you like him or not. I have a question for the house, and I'll throw it open. Hmm? The question is this: what happens when he eventually, okay, Obi or not in Abi, they will give him that ticket and they back out. They give him minimal support. Since it is Obi or nothing, they will give him minimal support. How does he then defend the votes? Or did you guys not remember? Do you guys not remember River State? Have you guys forgotten so soon? That was when it was PDP. Now it's APC. Oh my God. Are you guys not reading the handwriting on the wall? Obi, who is more or less a pacifist, someone that will not come out openly and fight it out. Well, we are all here. We are here to learn from each other. We are here to
I
educate
like the way you
ourselves.
like to ask Obidient the question. Did you not ask Atiku people too as well? How will Atiku defend his vote in the South too as well?
Atiku will defend his votes. Obi
Oh,
will
Atiku
defend his
cannot
votes.
defend his vote in the South, Shay. Atiku can.
Did
You
Obi
see, you're a biased host. You are a
wait?
biased host. You are against us Obidient.
Oh, I arrest. New obedient. We want type OG like me. I'm an OG. You can go on my timeline and check. You can go on my timeline and check.
And now over still Simon Konki 4 from 3 now. I now Johnny just come, so your body they ginger. Johnny just come.
You can't my body the sweet. But you see these things. This thing is very, very simple. Yeah. Let's look at River State in the last election. That is most likely the template that they are going to use because these governors are now in the APC. Oh, this man cannot do it alone. You trying to impose him on this new party. Let him go out there and battle it out. If he fails to clinch the ticket, then let us back who clinches that ticket. Unless you want Tinubu to complete his 8 years. And by then, Nigeria will most likely be a one-party state. Abeg, who is next? Who is next? Okay. Guru. Guru is next. Chief, calm down. You be my number 10. Calm down. The mic will come to you. But let's allow Guru go next.
Olorogun, I thought, have I offended you? I've been here now.
Hello, good afternoon.
I'm going after Guru.
Come to you, man.
Olorogun.
No, the mic will come to you.
You know I've been here. I was here before. Anyway, no problems.
No, you dropped off. You dropped off, and we did a roll call. So let's just follow that. The mic will come to you and Jack as well. Please, just hold on.
Yeah, greetings,
Guru, are you there?
fellow Nigerians. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on,
Hello?
go on.
Okay. Greetings, fellow Nigerians. I would like to stand on all existing protocols. Yes, we've heard lots of submissions, lots of advices, and well, I have my own take is truly if Atiku is really an honorable statesman, which is what he is at this point in time, I think this is the right time for him to step aside and support a coalition for a new Nigeria. Yes, because I see no reason why after after a long time of contesting, after 8 years of being a vice president, whatever influence you've gathered over the years, you should use that to support your choiced candidate. Yes, it is not this politics of do or die is what is keeping this our country and Africa as a continent backward, because you have people who obviously are not even fit to even lead maybe a local government area, given the position of a governor. You understand? Yes, it's the capacity is too much for them. We need someone who has that the strength. You understand the strength to move this nation from where we are now to where we all hope or where we all pray for the nation to be. We cannot have a Peter Obi and an Atiku on the ballot, and then we are trying to fight Tinubu. It will not work. Better still, we could have a Peter Obi, yes, and then we all go and give him our support so that we can wrestle power from the current government that has kept us in this state of poverty and every other negative vices that is going on in our country today. We might, the Obidient movement, yes, Some persons say, yes, they are arrogant, they are this, they are that. Well, you will not blame them. We have been cheated, we have been lied to, we have everything, the Obidient movement have seen everything. They've seen it all. Is it from the APC? Is it from the PDP? Is it from even the Labour Party, within the Labour Party themselves? They've all been finding every reason to blackmail one Obidient or the other, how they are not respectful, how they do this, how they do that. Pardon them for being naive, you understand, but the truth is the state of the nation will not allow us to think rationally. Yes, there's a whole lot of irregularities, negativity going on that is making us not think rationally. But I would like to admonish us to please come together. What we are fighting for is a common goal for a better Nigeria. So, and we know that bringing an article into the picture is as good as saying we are going back to the same old ways, which we said no, we want a new. You say you want a new Nigeria. You cannot get a new Nigeria without, yes, you can't get it without these old people or these old hands who have been in power over time supporting you, not you supporting them to continue again from where their opposition stopped. No. If we truly want a new Nigeria, we should come together and support Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the only candidate there amongst this coalition that stands out amongst all of them. He is the only outstanding candidate. And like somebody rightly said on this space, you can only get a Peter Obi once in a lifetime. They come once. You understand? So it is an opportunity for us, and we should not miss it. Thank you. I yield the mic at this point.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your submission. Ogene Fejuro, please just let's allow Malambati side go, and we'll go after
I'm
him.
trying to go out now, so just less than 5 minutes.
Please allow him go, and I'll let you go after him. You have all the time.
All right.
Malambati side, are you there?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. And good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Ayo, Whitebeard. Yes, and the rest. Happy Sunday. Yeah, okay. So there used to be a boxer. There is still a boxer, Deontay Wilder. It was a power puncher, one of the greatest power punchers, until he got battered by Tyson Fury. In one of his fights, when he knocked out the opponent, he said that, look, his opponents have to be perfect for all the rounds, but all he needs is just to be perfect for 1 second, and that's what we have. We're going to be up against in 2027. Tinubu has all the the powers. He has all the advantages, of course, besides the improper governance and the way the economy is being devastated. So if you are serious about making any dent against Tinubu in 2027, we have to be perfect in all ramifications. As in, you can't leave anything to chance. And this is why I come to the issue of ADC. See, I think that we're already exaggerating the power that ADC has. ADC contextually is a new party that nobody really knows. The only thing we have is that we're a few political, heavyweights here and there are pledging allegiance to the party, and then they are doing mobilizations. We are hearing the news of defections here and there. We all know that those things, they don't really matter that much, particularly when you are contesting against an incumbent. You have to look at the data and be pragmatic. You know, so before now, I didn't put, if you look at my profile, I now have the OB or nothing. Before now, I didn't put it because I just felt, look, let's be a bit sensitive to the others in the coalition who are trying to support us. But I quickly realized that I was a slow thinker. Because I noticed, after attending a lot of spaces, I noticed that, and you pay attention to it, when people bring up the idea of Peter Obi being Atiku's VP, they don't get gagged. Mostly, you would never really find anybody opposing it. They just, you just taken as one of those things. But immediately you hear Peter Obi or nothing, then you become politically naive. You become arrogant. You know, they call you all sort of names in the world. I took that. I said, okay, let's see whether I'm the one that is being paranoid. Again, when I look at the interviews that most of the people pushing the coalition agenda, most of them, the interviews that they've granted, and you can go and verify this, when they get asked about their stand on zoning, the answer is not always straightforward. They will just meander. Some of them will suddenly forget that Nigeria existed before 1999. The analysis only starts from 1999. And they forget the rest. That the truth of the matter is that this country has practically been run by the North, if we're being honest with ourselves. If we're not being just childish and just trying to take everybody for granted. You know, and then I even look at the composition of the coalition. When you look at it, it's unfairly, disproportionately weighted towards Atiku. Except you are just fooling yourself. There's no way you go into a primary against an Atiku in this coalition that you stand a chance. You stand no chance. In fact, if Peter Obi goes into the primary, I will just be watching you people. I will bet against him that he will not win. I will put my money. Because apart from the fact that by nature, this country, constituents in terms of numbers, seems to favor the North. There's no way you have a North and South contest based on numbers that the South will win. Let's understand that. You know, where they did not have more number of constituents and all of that. So even in a pure democracy, the North have more numbers. So it always has to be some sort of concession by the North to say, look, Nigeria does not only belong to us. We had a president that ran for 8 years. It is only fair that we have, you know, the other side too run for, have their 8-year term. And don't, you know, when people talk about geopolitical, these ones were just after events. You don't know the history of Nigeria if you don't understand that we naturally originally existed as northern and southern protectorates. Go back to your history. All this geopolitical zoning was an after, you know, it was an after effect. We existed with different cultures, different religion. Even the colonial masters managed us differently. So that North and South divide, you will only be delusional if you think it will just disappear because of your own whatever you are trying to do. Right? So, you know, I put all of this together and realized that these people are trying to, this is my opinion anyway, so it doesn't necessarily have to be true. But in my opinion, what I see is that these people are trying to box Obi into a corner, waste our time with all these, whether the coalition will support, it's not good, it's not good, don't offend them. Then get Obi to contest in the primaries that he is guaranteed to lose. And by that time, by INEC rules, he will no longer have the opportunity to contest for presidency again. Guess what will happen? Peter Obi will not have a platform, and he will not have a choice other than to support whoever the candidate is. And of course, you and I know who the candidate will be, which I believe, and I'm also willing to bet that I don't have anything against Atiku. I just think this is not the right time. He's always coming out at the wrong time. If he contests in 2027, if you have money, I'm willing to stake. He will not win, with or without Peter Obi's support. I don't care what you, because I've done the analysis. The only time Atiku contested outside of the PDP platform, he had 2.6 million votes on ACA. So when I hear all this noise about, oh, there's this and that, you are not looking at the data. So if you subtract 2.6 million, every time Atiku has contested and he has had good numbers, has always been on the PDP platform. When he contested outside of the PDP platform, he had 2.6 million votes. So what is all the noise about? Peter Obi came out, contested on a very unreliable platform, and you saw what happened. So yes, I agree that you shouldn't rub it in. We know clearly that the only person now, apart from Buhari that has passed, that has that organic support. You might not like Peter Obi. It does not change the fact that majority of young Nigerians want him as president. You might detest him from now. It is your personal issue. The reality on ground is that you can see it yourself that if we give this guy the structure, the necessary structure to protect his votes, we are more likely to take Tinubu out of power. Go and listen to political analysts, what they are saying about Atiku being a Syria defect. When he defected, go and listen to people who have done it. Go to channels, go to Arise, go and see what politicians are saying all over. But you people will come on this space here and try to insinuate that there is a likely success scenario if Atiku comes on top of the ticket. Yes, I know, I will soon wrap up. Nothing can be further from the truth. And lastly, forget Obi for a second. Forget Obi for a second. Let's even assume that Obi is not in the equation. Between Atiku and Tinubu, do you think that Atiku will naturally be able to generate, even with the northern resentment against Tinubu, which I think, is the incumbent, he will have his way, whether he like it or not. He's the president. So no matter how much did not hate him, he would have a way of working out something. How much of a difference will Atiku make compared to Tinubu? What would be the perception of Nigerians on the election money? Be honest with yourself that you wake up and then the contest is between Atiku and Tinubu. What would be? No, I will wrap up. Let me wrap up in 1 minute now. What would be the excitement? But we are here trying to say this until the ADC agrees to zone the ticket to the south. Now, I'm not mentioning Obi now. Until they come out clearly that, okay, we are zoning the ticket to the south, I will carry it. In fact, I'm looking for somebody who can design Obi or nothing logo for me so that I can make it my profile picture. So that any space I go into, there's no doubt about what I'm doing. Now it's Chelsea. I have Chelsea because we just won the Club World Cup, the best club in the world, by the way.
It's okay. Which the best club in the world? The top club they call Chelsea. Please, who's the next person, I beg?
Thank you, Madam Batiside. I will work on that Obi or Nothing logo. We'll make sure that everybody has it as their DP. Thank you very much. You get it by next week.
Oh my God. I rest. Okay, FAG, you have the mic. Then we'll go
Okay,
to
thank
Dr.
you.
AI.
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon and good day to everyone here. So, the problems about criminals and illegality. Their problem is greed, and greed doesn't know when to tap out until it loses everything. You think Nigerians will be the biggest losers if Tinubu wins come 2027? No, we Nigerians were used to suffering. But you see them Atiku, El-Rufai, Tambuwa, Mechi, and co. They will turn amajeris at Wike's gates. So sorry to use the word amajeri if it offends a certain group or religion. But these guys, you see them, they will line up at Wike's gate for laundry job openings. Because it's as if they are doing us a favor by giving Obi the ticket, we need to make certain things clear. We need to make certain things clear. There's no going back for them. The battle line is already drawn. It has been drawn already. And Tinubu knows his enemies. Obviously, PO is not his enemy. So if you are here and you are in the inner chambers of the coalition, go and sound the alarm in case those people are not aware. The battle line has already been drawn. So if you don't know when to tap out and say, okay, this man should go in, we know that he doesn't satisfy our greed and all of these things, but he owns what the people are looking for and what we can use to push this man out, then he should go in. That is one side of the thing that we are not talking about as Nigerians. And then when you say Peter Obi has a generic followers, and then the people, when you tell people that, they think you are not politically sound. Let's even talk about the politics that we think we play in Nigeria. Power should still remain in the South, isn't it? Or the South region. So Peter Obi qualifies for that if they really want to take Tinubu out. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You're telling me that Peter Obi should go and face primaries. My friend, this is politics. They can give him the ticket. He should not go and face any primaries. We know this game. Let's do as if, okay, you want to play this political game, then let's play it. Peter Obi is not going in for primaries. Last, he take his base, we leave. Tinubu wins, and let's see who suffers. So if Atiku, El-Rufai, Amici, and Cole are going to line on laundry job as Wike's gate, then you who are beneficiaries of these people, guess where you will be? Just guess where you will be. It has finished for you. Let me use pidgin English. Your own don't finish. Because you don't know when to tap out. The battle line has been drawn. And someone say, and they will just, what if they give Peter Obi the ticket and they support him minimally? Why should they do that? So, okay, it's Peter Obi that cannot support, or is Peter Obi's base that can? It's not even if we are going to vote Tinubu if Peter Obi is not. We're not hiding these things. We are here already. We're already on the floor. You don't get it because it's very painful that you think that you can intelligently or smartly draw Peter Obi into a coalition and you want to play smart. Our back is already against the wall. In fact, it's no longer against the wall. We are already we're going deep already. You are still hanging on to something. We will finish everything. Everything. One of our greatest strengths and our weakness is ability to survive. We have been there, we are still there, and we'll continue. So don't make it look as if when you talk about, we are not the biggest losers. Obedience, well-meaning Nigerians are not the biggest losers. We need to change that narrative. We are saying Obi or nothing. You are saying, why will you be saying Obi or nothing? It's pissing you off. Okay, go ahead. Do what you want to do. Play smart in the primaries if there's going to be any primaries. If you don't want to be wise. And then see the outcome. You know Tinubu now. You know him. It's not that you don't know him. It's not that you don't know Wike. The battle line has already been drawn. You think Nigerians are the biggest losers? Please go ahead. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Be smart and play politics. Because it's like you are not thinking. You are not thinking deep. You think that, okay, you will put Atiku or someone, give them the presidential ticket, and what will happen? What do you already know what will happen. So why are you pretending that if you give any other person that ticket, that Tinubu is going to win 2027? Why are you acting as if you don't know what's going to happen? You think that they will bring one magical power, one strength. You think Atiku will bring one strength or something? Someone that Wike is already using to wipe floor and all of that. What do you think these people have to bring? What special criminality do they have? What special talks do they have that Tinubu don't have times two? The only difference here is the voice of the people. That is the only driving force that they can use and attach any other thing that they think that they want to bring to the table. And then they can attach all these things and then put it forward. But if it's about criminality, if it's about talk and all of these things, Tinubu match them time two. And you know that. So if you want to get the international community involved in all of this, then you must listen to the voice of the people, and then you connect your strings in closed doors. That's the only way it can work. So if Peter Obi or nothing offends you, I'm sorry. You are not thinking clearly. You think everything ends in your primaries that you want to go and conduct. You are the biggest losers, not Nigerians. We are used to it. We can only scream, shout. We are used to it. But you know what you will lose. Go and tell your guy. Say someone said this thing, oh, this is the angle this person is looking at it. Oh. Will you go back to line up at Wike's gate? What are the other options? Go and start looking for other options, because if you put anybody else, you know the outcome. Go and start making peace. If that is the case, go and start making peace, because it's only two-way. And you know it. It's like, I don't play much chess, but this is not even about chess. This is not draft. This is just basic rational thinking. Because it's like I said, greedy man don't know when to tap out until they lose everything. That's my submission.
You see, the funny thing about your summation, you are talking about greedy men, but you sound like the greedy person. The thing just
Very
not
good. If
making any
that's how you
sense.
see it, no, wala. I've made my
Why
You
submission.
but
sound
that's
Why?
disappointing. The
you
greedy
sound like
person
the
is
greedy
Atiku.
person.
Atiku has
Let me
been running
finish.
since
Let me finish.
1992.
Let me finish.
Atiku has been
Ayo,
running
let
since
me finish.
1992.
Let me
What are you
mute mic
telling
now.
me?
Ayo, let me
What are you
finish.
telling me? How is Obi
I agree.
greedy?
Let me finish. My point here is quite simple. Your story, the way you speak right now, reminded me of when I read the Bible story of Solomon with two women in the Bible that they wanted to kill the child. One of the mothers said they would rather kill the child than to let the child go to somebody. I put it to you, you're the one supporting Tinubu here. Because if you will not compromise for other people, you will not listen to other people, and you want to stand your ground, your way or the highway, then people should never be in a coalition with you.
Okay, tell me the
It
compromise
could make
Atiku is
sense.
doing.
Could make
What
sense.
compromise is Atiku doing?
I'm not saying Atiku should do a compromise. I'm
Oh,
not supporting
Atiku should
Atiku
not do
here.
compromise, but Obi should do
I am telling you
compromise.
right now that I've told you right now that the solution here, let everybody go and do primaries.
But
For
there's
me,
no primaries because power remains
you
in the
don't know
south.
yet. You can't start concluding what you don't know,
No,
Ayo.
I'm not
You are
concluding on
assuming
anything.
there's no primaries.
I am telling you that power should remain in the south, and
Now,
Atiku
this is a
should not
different
be in any
argument. Now, when
primaries.
this is what you have.
Ah,
This is a different argument. Now, when you meet in the primaries now, your ADC, you now say primary to remain in the south. Power should
if
remain in the
they
south.
say that, then
You
there's
can
no
argue
problem.
that,
We'll do
but
primaries.
you cannot be telling
Exactly.
people now. No, wait. You cannot be telling people now that you are bringing on board, telling them there is Obi or nothing. That is come and support you. What are they going to get to Obi?
Why
Is Obi
bed?
on board?
Why bed? Why
What
bed?
would they get? Mumbia
I
Ayo.
swear
What
to
would you
you,
give
yeah.
them?
I swear to you, yeah. If the party says the primaries power should be zoned to the south, I'm telling you, Obi will be there and he will slug out in that primaries. But if you're not going to do
Let me
that,
tell you
there's
one
no
lie, ba.
point.
I'll
There's no
tell
point in
Obedience one lie
anybody
that you guys
coming
want to
into
know now.
the coalition.
Ayo, let me tell
Do
you
you
one
know
lie
why?
that you don't want to
Why?
hear,
Let me
ba.
tell you the truth. Atiku was not
Okay.
that destroyed PDP. I will not lie
Olorogun,
to you.
this one die. Your this one die. Your this
Now
space
Atiku
one
destroyed
die.
PDP with his greed. He
I'm
went
not
there. He
disputing
knew
that
that
fact.
power was meant to remain in the south. He ran as a
I'm not
northerner.
disputing this fact with you.
So why are you not saying that we are
Your
the ones that
argument
are
is totally different from
greedy?
my argument.
You have
My
collected
argument is
ADC money. You
listen,
have collected ADC
listen.
money.
Everybody here is not saying power should remain in the south. The argument of everybody here is either Obi or nothing. Even if you are doing a primary, it must be Obi. Make it make sense. People like Rotimi Amechi, people like Robert they are
They
bringing on
don't
board.
have
All these people
enough
you are
fans.
bringing on
Is
board.
it our
How do
fault
you
that
put them
Obi
on
has
board when
more
you are saying it's only
fans?
your man or nothing?
Is it our fault that Obi has more lovers? Is it our fault
Is it
that
your
people
fault?
cannot make?
What are
Okay,
you
you
what
go.
are you
Okay.
saying? What
Why bed? Change
shit?
your name to Amechi or nothing. Change your.
Me, I
If you
don't
are
care.
so
You know me, I don't
fake,
care about Amechi.
make
I've told you that the
and
best
people
person.
that
I've
care
told
about
see,
Obi are making
I'm
noise.
telling you that the best person for this coalition, for me, in my opinion, that will solve this problem of all this article
Is
Obi is
GJ.
GEJ.
I know we agree. Me and
GEJ
you were on
will
the
solve
same
all
page
this
on that.
problem.
But if
Everybody
you
will
know that
calm
you
down.
love Amechi, make Amechi or nothing. They don't stop people
I
doing
did
Obi or
tell you
nothing. It's
one thing
campaign, it's
now that
politics now.
the last
Haba.
person that came here told us about the youth. When you they talk this youth, you go north. Now let's start get youth.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody will say, no, guys, she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.